Welcome back! Now we're on Mission 3, Weapons of Vengeance, Part 2, Rocket Base. German resistance informs us that the rocket to Death's Head carries some kind of new chemical warhead, the total destructiveness of which is currently unknown. German resistance also informs us that all of these rockets have a self-destruct switch, usually located in the main rocket control room. Unfortunately, we know virtually nothing of their interior layout of the base. It will be up to you to determine the best means of reaching the main control room, so that you can destroy the rocket before it reaches London. Save London, save the Queen, MI6 and all that. Chip chip cheerio. After destroying the rocket, it is likely that the base will be on full alert. Use all means available to exit the base and proceed to the outer compound. Mission objectives: locate main control room, terminate launch of E2 rocket, and locate exit and proceed to the outer compound. After the strenuous and nerve-wracking stealth mission that is the forest, the dreadful forest that everybody hates, now we're back in the action part of the game, where we do need to sneak around a little bit just to survive, but we can still get through with guns ablazing. Now that we're in the base, nobody cares. And this is probably the best thing about the game, is that you have one or two stealth missions, maybe not needed, but more for convenience. The stealth makes it easier, it doesn't make it a necessity except for that one mission. And because you have such a low amount of health and you die so easily, stealth is your friend. Sneaking around, getting backstabs, learning about backstabs specifically to save ammo and to save yourself. This is all important for a type of game like this, and I believe the backstabs were also used in multiplayer, so people were having fun with that. And for this mission, the rocket base, very little can be said, outside of the idea that V2 rockets were a thing. This is part of the actual secret weapons of World War II that was part of real life, and people were fascinated by the idea of V2 rockets existing. It's like, hey, now we're gonna have Germans sending things to space, and then they gotta hit London? That's crazy. In this game, it's like V2 rockets exist, and they're also gonna have chemicals because of some evil scientists. And you're like, wow, Germany's getting really desperate, they're gonna start using chemical warheads, which is a doomsday device in this kind of world. And so, the second act just continues on with more action-y parts. It's not that big of a deal when it comes to story. This is all side quest, but a really nice one at that. I guess now that I'm here, I can explain the benefits of circular level design. These types of games have secret rooms, items to pick up, and there is a limited amount of assets to work with. It is easier to make a game level circular, meaning the map swings back around to the beginning, unlocked after reaching later in the level. This is how they made a lot of dungeons in Skyrim, which I'm sure a lot of people will get mad at me saying this, but this is a better way to make a dungeon. In a game like Morrowind, the dungeons were few and far between, with many landmarks and branching allowing you to explore it little by little. Skyrim was like, you go in there, you get the main loot of the map, then you unlock the one door that lets you leave from where you came. A game like this should have a level like this circular, because that way we can run back to areas that we missed, allowing us to get another chance at a secret area. Thief was very circular, even though half of the mission was backtracking to the end mission area. I would also say that adding distinct landmarks helps dramatically, which this game does very well. When I was in the village, I had no idea where I had been before. I got lost for like 3 hours. There were landmarks in the beginning, and I was able to understand when I hit the end of a tunnel, but getting out of there was a pain, because the crossroad was not clear in where there is a proper direction. And it's not like we need yellow paint or anything. You can use signs, you can use different colored houses, you can use snipers shooting at you, or grunts attacking to lead the way. I was able to get out because there were guys in that direction. New games don't do this anymore because now we have reinforcements coming out of nowhere, and this removes all purpose behind enemy placement. In this game, I remember where people are when I fail and try again. In the reboot, and even in Wolfenstein 2009, I had no idea where anyone is because they appear at random. 2009, I think they appeared in specific spots when you're not fighting, some patrols here and there. But between missions, they were lazily respawned in key circles that acted like checkpoints. So, in the grand debate of circular versus linear levels, I prefer circular for something like this. With the forest where you get caught by someone and you're not supposed to kill, that should be linear. But in missions where you have secret areas and loot and you're supposed to kill everyone, circular is best. Also, before I start playing, I forgot to mention something I noticed. In part 1, the screen had only one page. Now that we're on part 2, we have 2 pages. Every mission has the amount of pages on screen based on what part of the mission you're on. I thought that was pretty cool when I found that out. Okay, let's rock this joint. Don't look now, but I think I'm stuck. Footsteps, rather close. Oh, you had to press open.
Attention all personnel. V2 rocket test to commence in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, did they activate the alarm already?
V2 rocket test complete. Telemetry operator, commence pre-launch calibration procedures.
What is happening up there? Sending up 2 troops to investigate.
What is going on? I thought that was going to be something that could explode, but I guess not. We're running a little bit low on ammo.
Ach, these rocket tests. Why don't they just launch the damn thing?
Yeah, they're giving me the
Ach, der Rocket Russen. What are these uniforms? They're dressed up like Confederates or something. Yellow? Yellow? Was ist los? Did they have to get the pea stain uniforms? I hear somebody coming. Oh, it's just a door that opens. So before we leave this area, we're gonna check over here. Why is everything yellow? It's like Chris Chan's room up in this bitch. Locked. Also locked. Well then. One thing that's really cool about this game is that they do change the uniforms. Even if they're not changing the abilities of the enemy, they still change the uniforms.
Achtung! Fueling crews complete final check of safety seals.
It lets you know what part of the game you're in, which is important, even if they don't change abilities. Hey, was ist los? Ein Mosquitos! Did he say Hitler? Yeah, what does BJ say when he dies? Roosevelt!
Achtung! Launch tower supervisor. Verify auto-release sequencer.
I love that voice he's using. So we had to go through this way. And instead of walking, we're gonna go on this little trolley cart. That is shaped very similar to that long cart that Austin Powers was using in the first movie. He got stuck in the hallway. I mean, basically everything in this rocket place looks like the Austin Powers movie when he's in the volcano. Volcano and that other one. I forgot what the other one was. Oh, watch your head. Actually, let's stay down. Somebody just flew down and died. Wait a minute. Okay. Looked like it was important over here. Wait for me, I got tiny legs! Yoink! Get back on that. I assume we're gonna find some Indians here, working on the mines. Some guy getting his heart ripped out. Looks like Temple of Doom.
Achtung! All launch supervisors, report final readiness. V2 launch will commence in 2 minutes.
It always feels like they're trying to hurry us with these announcements. 2 minutes and 5 seconds and all that, but they're actually not. I'm gonna switch to these so I don't have to keep on waiting for the overheating part. All we need is for this to be like that Max Payne elevator with explosives above.
Alright, let's hurry it up. I don't want to be here all day.
Whoa! Well then. I did not expect that to happen. Oh, they were working on the warhead. Make sure it's actual explosive. Up this ladder. That was me. Did he say my noggin?
Launch will commence in 1 minute.
Am I on a time limit? Or is it reacting to me getting closer? Doesn't say anything about a time limit in the notes. The Allies overlooked this.
Launch aborted. All safety crews on station.
Abort.
Achtung! Intruder alert! Intruder alert! Security teams, report immediately.
Well, they found out that I'm here. So we had to locate the exit to the outer compound. Well, I was wrong. I was on a time limit. I was loitering around, but I had to get here in 2 minutes or else the mission failed. Whoa! They're bringing more guys. Or I guess it's broken. Forcing us to go forward. Oops. I can't waddle fast enough. So we're gonna take this before we leave. Now this door is broken into. And this was the rocket that they were trying to launch. Still sunny outside. Or, you know, cloudy. Oh. That took out a lot of my armor. Hey, this area's all mountainy. Just like the tram area. That's interesting. Aw, I thought I was gonna hit them all in a row, but... sadly, we can't do our favorite part from Indiana Jones and Last Crusade. That was Last Crusade, right? When he shot everybody with one bullet.
Soldiers, he's this way.
Still so weird that Death's Head's units have yellow. Like, what was the point? So we're heading towards the outer compound. Feels a lot like inner. Now it's like a prison or something. Oops, more guys. Okay, that's a lot. Whoa. Hope I got someone. What are they doing? What are they doing? They keep going on their knees. I think they crouched down to throw a grenade, but it looks like they're crouching down in front of each other to suck each other off. Oh my god. Here he comes again. This whole place is falling apart. Ooh. It's a nice sound effect. Ooh. They put some thought into that part. Actually makes me a bit afraid. So that thing falls right behind me. Making me locked in. I'm not locked in here with you. We're locked in here with, hey, with COVID. To SS Oberfuhrer Wilhelm des Head Strauss. From Reichsfuhrer SS Heinrich Himmler. My dear Willie. Willie for Wilhelm? My compliments on the amazing work achieved by your advanced V Weapons Division. Clearly, the success of the project has exceeded all expectations. Also, I've just read the latest test reports on the Cobra rocket plane. Suffice to say, I couldn't be more pleased with the results. Unfortunately, I'm not nearly as pleased with your performance on another project. Make no mistake, Operation Resurrection is currently the Reich's single most important undertaking. This is especially true following the extraction team's successfully recovery of the third Dark Knight. I expect no less than the maximum effort from you at all times. I sincerely hope it will never become necessary for me to remind you of this again. Yours fondly, H. Himmler. So Himmler himself has messaged Deathshead, and for some reason this looks like a gun that we never use. There's a rocket. Okay. So they're saying that the rockets, they're pretty cool, but the most important thing is the zombie part. And that's Himmler directly saying, we need the zombies. Even though they have the third Dark Knight, whatever that is. Looks like we're heading to the outside. Just die already, jeez. So if you recognize this place, this is where we started. And now we're back to almost full ammo. That's the part I really like about this mission. It wraps itself around, because it's supposed to be a base that wraps around. So the way to get out is where you get in. That's how basically any of these games should be made. But no, we don't get that anymore. What's he looking at? His death was still delayed. This is just weird. Wait a minute. I feel like this leads me to somewhere, but I'm not gonna risk it. This is how we get out of here. You have to break through to the other side. And now there's a million explosions for no reason. What is going on?